Welcome, everybody, to the commentary zone. Today on the docket, we have Mama June, season 5, episode 10, Ella's birthday. Guys, as you enter the room, please give us a thumbs up just because we asked you to. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Most importantly, tell a friend. Okay, I had to send a quick note to Michael X earlier this morning to let him know we changed the day.
Yeah, I was gonna do that too. Gotta let Michael know. Then you had already done it. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, hopefully he got the message. Oh dear. But he can always catch it on the replay. But I know this is his favorite show. All right, so what what were the highlights of this? The birthday party, the tent falling over, and Pumpkin getting blasted out by Jennifer.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so. I felt so bad. Like my thing is, okay. Oh wow, they both. This was just a mess all the way around because Pumpkin and Josh weren't communicating.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main issue because had Pumpkin just gone ahead and told Josh like, hey, by the way, I invited Mama to come down for Ella's birthday, he wouldn't have invited Sugar Bear and thus invite Jennifer as a package deal.
Mm-hmm. And I
But
agree with this, Trey. And like, if Jennifer is on this next season, I'm gonna have to peace out. I cannot stand that woman. She blasted out that woman's pregnancy and then said, "My job here is done." No.
mm-mm. I also have an issue with Josh, and here's why.
Mhm.
This woman who y'all don't like came to the party and was disrespectful to June and Pumpkin. Now, the whole June situation, I can understand. I can overlook something because June was like, "Oh hell no, blah 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 blah." June, it's not your house. They can invite whoever they want to invite. So I'm not mad. Like that part, I'm not getting wrong. What I have an issue is that Jennifer thought it was okay to tell Pumpkin's business. At that point, Josh, it is your responsibility to kick Jennifer out of her home because
But
it's disrespectful.
but didn't Jennifer say, was it last episode or episode before last? I want nothing to do with Pumpkin. So why are you going up in her home?
Right.
I'm gonna need a little bit more consistency. Ugh.
But she now had she not known Pumpkin was pregnant, she wouldn't have gone.
Really? You think so? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because she said she wanted to cause trouble.
Right.
Yeah. Um, and she wonders why people don't like her. Seriously, girl. Um, what else? I thought it was a really pretty party, and I thought Jennifer's comment about Josh had to beg you for a job, but they could do all of this for their kid. You know what? Stop wondering what's going on in other people's pockets. And then two, who's to say she didn't get all of that cute stuff from the dollar store? Well, with the exception of the bouncy house and stuff like that. You know,
Hmm.
renting a tent, I think that was like a 20 by 20 or 20 by 40. Renting a tent is not that expensive. And, you could get all dollar store things and really put together a cute little party. I didn't see anything that was over the top with that. I
Me
didn't.
neither.
Because those are all things that I've seen at some of my friends' kids' parties. And by no means are any of us wealthy. Um, say I've seen who puts their cell phone in the back seat. Well, they did that. Yeah, they did that on purpose. That's just weird, especially if you have a center console. It didn't make any sense, but I guess that production thinks that we, the viewer, are very stupid.
True.
Um, she's mad at Pumpkin because she stole a lot of custody in the cash. Yeah, I think she's still holding that grudge. That's why I cannot fathom why any of them would want to bring her around there. Again, that's production. Production, you have one more season of this BS before you lose me, you know?
Yeah, I don't see Jennifer being necessary to the storyline. I mean, even the trouble she's trying to cause is just so messy and petty. So what? Why is it even necessary?
Mm. Okay, so what did you think about all the presents that June brought? I thought it was cute that she brought a crock pot as a housewarming gift for Pumpkin.
So I thought that it was sensible.
Yeah, but she said that maybe she'll cook something while she's there. Like the only thing I remember June cooking was sketty.
You're too funny.
No, but it's true. Do you remember her cooking anything else? Like I
No.
remember a storeroom full of detergent, toilet paper, shampoo, and then sketty. That's all
Um,
I remember. Um, oh, so you don't, okay, so Yanni doesn't think that Jennifer would have let Sugar Bear go alone.
mm, that's right. Because she's always concerned. Because she did ask, "Is June gonna be there?" And he's like, "Nah, she ain't gonna be there." Yeah, she don't trust him anyway. So that's a very good point, actually.
I don't remember her making anything. You don't even remember this sketty? Yeah, it was country crock with mixed with ketchup. Right, Don, Susan? Like it was half a giant tub of country crock mixed with half a bottle of ketchup, and you threw the spaghetti on the cupboard to see if it stuck, to make sure it was done, and that's how you made sketty. Ugh. Um,
Mm-mm.
let's see. Jen is shady, and she think people owe her something. They need to throw her in the dumpster. Yeah, it's true, and I think she's a little pissed that her Star magazine, was it Star magazine, that they did those cover, like who lost weight better. Um, I don't think that took off for her, so she has to rely on this show to get
Right.
something. Instant bubble guts. Yeah, I agree with you, Yanni. I do think she'll do anything to stay because she laughs through most of her scenes as well. She's the same shit as what's her name, June. Anything else happen in this episode?
I'm trying to think. Oh, Alana being over dramatic, going to the
Yes.
doctor. I'm like, no, stop it. Just do what I do. Just don't look at the needle going in and just sit there.
Well,
That's
that's
what I
what you
do.
have to do. Yeah, you
I turn
turn
my head.
away.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and just pray for it to be over with. But there's no need to be hooting and hollering and all that crap. Um, wow, she gets back her labs in 3 days. We have to wait a week down here.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
anywho,
I think mine was a week as well.
yeah. Let's hope that she's okay. And you know what? Kudos to June, because you see what Alana's doing. Pumpkin and the team in Georgia are telling her, you have to get checked out, you have to watch your diet, you have to do your exercise.
Mhm.
And the first thing she does is get on the phone and calls June, and June is like, "No, go to the doctor." And she said, "I would have thought that you would have been on my side." Seriously, girl, stop playing people against each other. I don't like that road when kids start doing that. Because I'm Married to Medicine, like I think Contessa's kids are beginning to do that because they notice the fractures between Contessa and Scott. Um,
Exactly.
yeah. So Alana needs to stop. I don't see the big whoop about going to the doctor. I don't like needles either, but it's all a part of being
Mhm.
human. Jesus.
Exactly.
She could sit there and get those like fangs or whatever, those claws put on her nails. That hurts more than a needle or do I just have shady manicurists? But anyway, I don't know. Let's hope that she gets a good result. But is it bad that I'm hoping that she's like pre-diabetic so that she has to make those changes?
I mean, it's when you say it that way, it does sound bad, but she needs some sort of wake up call because she doesn't take it seriously.
And here's a good question. I had the same question as well. Like, don't these people go to the doctor?
And my thing is this though, Alana has never been a petite young woman, so has no one addressed this with her before? Or you know what I mean? Like this. I mean, I'm just saying. Like you would think, like when they, because children, at least when I was young, I went to the doctor every year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they do be quote unquote BMI tests generally every time, every year for children who like may be overweight. So how I just don't understand how this is such a big shock and why Alana sees nothing wrong with it. And I think Montana has a very good point. Alana's changing now that June's back in her life. Yeah, I could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Um, I and but she's on a show. She's got to be on Cobra or something.
Hmm.
They have insurance,
Well, maybe not because they're 1099s.
right? But
So
that's why I said Cobra.
that yeah they have to have some sort of. I'm sure they go to doctor and pay for themselves. I'm sure. So Pumpkin, I'm sure Pumpkin has medical because
She had a baby.
she
Who's
had a
gonna?
baby.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for a delivery at a hospital unless she. Yeah, that's really expensive. And what if something goes wrong? Even more expensive.
Hmm.
You don't want to have a cesarean. My God.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Do. Um, the only small one was Chickadee. Yep. What was her name? Anna? The first daughter, the blonde one? I think her name was Anna. She was the only small one. Um,
Yanni, I think it's only. I think do they have SAG insurance? I don't
I
think
don't
I
think
don't.
real reality stars are
Or
eligible for
the
SAG.
SAG.
Yeah. If you're on reality TV, like anything from Amazing Race to Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that, none of them are in the union because Screen Actors Guild doesn't consider reality format acting.
Right, because if they were SAG card holders, they would have to pay. I think they have to pay membership dues, and
Hmm.
then I think taxes will be taken out of their pay automatically. But at least for I'll just use Bravo as a point because that's how come Robin got in trouble with her taxes because they don't take taxes out of 1099 employees or contractors if you want to say it that
Hmm.
way. So she just forgot she owed that money. That was just why she got in trouble.
Yeah. So oof. It's so like you could go to the healthcare.gov. I mean, it's a bit pricey, but they actually are making money. I
Hmm.
I wouldn't call what they do acting.
So wrong for that. So wrong for that.
Ah, oh my god. I don't. Okay. When Alana says, I'm going to eat and drink whatever I want until I find out the results, in my head, I'm like, okay, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. And when you come back pre-diabetic, what are you going to do then?
I'm the same way. I'm with you on that sentiment. That's what I thought too. I'm like, okay, but that's the thing. That's the thing with people who don't take things seriously. They need a shock to wake them up, and because Pumpkin, or they feel like they're being mean to her. She looks at it as them being mean to her,
Mm-hmm.
while they're looking at like, well, your dad just was in a diabetic coma. He's lucky to be alive. Diabetes is genetic slash hereditary, and you're already overweight. So this is
Mm-hmm.
why we're telling you this. And then Pumpkin lost all that weight, so that kind of should tell Alana something, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like they're being mean. I'm like, I'm sorry, if my if I found out my parent would have been in diabetic coma and I'm at risk for diabetes, I'd be going to the first doctor like, look, I need you to write up a meal plan. Like, what do I need to do? It wouldn't even be an option at that point. So that's scary.
Yeah, and Trey has a good point. She could only eat what's there. Oh, sorry, we pressed it at the same time. Um, I thought I thought Pumpkin was doing better with the groceries. I really did, but I think once she got pregnant and all the stress
Mm-hmm.
for June, like that went out the window.
Agreed.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. This show, what did you think about this particular episode? I thought it was kind of boring until the end when the
Yeah,
tent
yeah.
blew away.
It was filler. It was filler. It was filler for the most part. Like it was filler. The first 40 minutes or so were filler until we got to the
Mhm.
whole party, Jennifer June situation, adding Pumpkin, all that good stuff. So that's how I took the episode.
Yeah. But let's hope it picks up next week when everybody is like fighting over who told what, when, where, why, how. That's what I'll look forward to. But this was a so-so episode for me.
Well, we were due because we've gotten really good episodes through the whole way, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's episode 10. Like
Yeah,
I'll cut them some slack. Ella made this up. Yes, when Ella was that little snippet with Ella playing with her doll babies, and she looked like she was so motherly until she like dropped it into the crib, and then you were like,
yeah.
"Ooh."
She said bye. I was like, okay, all right.
Oh, and when Alana was in her toy car and couldn't get out, I thought she was stuck,
So yeah,
but
and
she just
I
couldn't
laughed.
get propelled up. Yeah, but yeah, poor Ella was there crying, "Get out my car, that's mine." Mm. Um, yeah, I think that was it for this episode.
Agreed.
Oh, and I do want to make note, someone mentioned in the chat that who puts their cell phone in the back seat where you can't reach it? That was fake to me. I think that
Hmm.
was producer induced, but again, come on production. We're not stupid. We all have cell phones and we do not put them in the back seat. Stupid.
Exactly.
Um I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's enough. I mean, because it was just a very basic episode, so there really wasn't much there. Because all you if you're really dissecting the actual episode, everything builds towards the end. There's nothing really there, and like I said, the first
Mhm.
40 minutes or so, they're all you can tell the way the episode was cut that it was building towards the birthday party and the showdown with June and Jennifer, and that's what
Yeah.
we got. That's what we got. So it was. I'm okay with it.
So next week should be good, yes?
Oh, else last like we won't know because remember Jennifer's like I'm out of here. We need to see if some kind of someone said something to keep her there. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh.
If my job is done, I'm out of here. So we need to know if someone says something to where she has to stay and fight. So we'll see.
I want somebody to take off a shoe and hit her in the back of the head with it. But I
Yeah.
don't want it to be June or Gino.
No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I want Pumpkin to unleash on her.
Throw something at her.
Yeah. That's
I
what I
think.
want. That's what I
Oh,
want. She can't leave without a bit of cake. Give it to her.
right, right, exactly.
Okay, so that was Mama June, season 5, episode 10, Ella's birthday. I hope I got that title right. I can't remember. Anyway, leave your comments below on what you thought of the episode. This is a nice little treat for us, well, at least for me, watching Mama June. But did you see the preview of what's coming back? Love After Lockup or Life
Oh
After
yeah,
Lockup?
one of the After Lockups is coming back, and
It
I'm gonna
looks
be here for it.
good. And one of the guys is a millionaire?
Remember, I'm gonna reserve judgment because remember Scott was supposed to be a millionaire, so we're
I
gonna have to see what kind of millionaire. We're gonna need to do some digging into his net worth.
I know it looks juicy. I cannot wait, but I'm kind of sad because does that mean that Mama's gonna be done?
I would assume so,
Oh,
but We TV does it right. They don't do too many episodes.
I know,
You know what I
but
mean? So I mean, it's good, but see, what I do like with We, and I noticed this last um cycle, they did Love After Lockup and then went right into Life After Lockup. There was no stall, and I
mhm.
appreciate that. You know, you're not waiting like a month, 2 months, you know, for filming. They have a very good program formatting. I really enjoy it. So I hate having to wait. You know, like I feel that Bravo's catching up, but they have so many different franchises on different days. It can get muddy, but they've gotten better with that. But we just don't care about Orange County, so that's another gap. I'm just saying, you could get you can give me like the Real Housewives of Nashville, the Real Housewives of Vegas, the Real Housewives of Denver, the Real Housewives of Seattle. There's a lot of other places you can give me, but Orange County. Unless you're gonna do a whole shakeup and give me like a very diverse cast, I'm not gonna care.
I would actually kill Orange County and just do Real Housewives of Newport Beach if they could get permission to go into those gated communities.
And I think that might be the biggest issue is probably you know, the filming permits.
But yeah, I would want to see some real money on what used to be Orange County. Um,
But if we're being honest, I know this is a separate tangent. We
mhm.
actually may have to do a video on this. I think we should do a
Mm,
video of
okay.
why Orange County is like what's wrong with Orange County and how to fix it. I think we might do a video on that.
The cast.
The problem with Orange County is for those of us who've been watching since season one, they've never been rich. Like let's be honest, they've never been rich, as the lobby would say. So for us to complain now about the lack of money is kind of it's not a fair argument. Because real quick before we go, like you know, Vicky had her own business fine. Lori used to work for Vicky. Joe
Hmm.
was like in events or something. Gina was a realtor, and I think Kim was a housewife. So they never like had that lavish lifestyle. So I think the problem is
Hmm.
Orange County was a great starting point, but they need to move. They need to kill that franchise and go where there's actual money. Well, money that will be filmed. Let me put it that way. So we know the
Mm.
money's there, but
Hmm.
are you gonna find some people who want to be on TV and to let you into their lives like that? And that's the problem with Orange County. I don't think anyone in the area really wants you to know what's going on in their lives and how they get their money. I think
Yeah.
I think that's just my opinion.
Oh, jeez. Wait, one more question for you regarding Mama June this time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did she get off on probation?
From what I read the article, I want to say it's probation, but with very strict guidelines. Like basically, you breathe the wrong direction at the wrong time on the wrong day, and we put you back in jail.
So is she staying in Florida to
From what
complete
I
her
can,
probation?
I'm gonna reread it, but from what the basic what I took from it is that she's staying in Florida. I think that's mostly keep them out of trouble because remember in like an episode or two ago she says we decided to stay in Florida because going back to Georgia brought too bad memories, and then also she's the one being around any of the influences that got her last time.
Okay, makes sense. And no idea or update on Gino.
I haven't seen anything about Gino yet, and I have the alerts on too.
So if he goes down, what's going to happen to June?
I bet you if he goes away, she'll move back in with Pumpkin and Josh.
Oh.
Because Pumpkin's like, well, that's my mama, and and Josh's like, well, no, we can't risk it. Well, she's my mom. I can't just leave her out there in the cold. That's what would happen. That's what would happen.
I'd be knocking on Dodo door.
Right. Exactly.
That'd be a lot for Pumpkin though. 2 kids, Alana and her sister, and then her mom. Like that, y'all might as well just move back to the house by the train tracks.
Exactly.
Oh, Jesus. Remember that house? I think the only bathroom that they had was in June's room.
That was a whole mess too.
God. All right, I know I went off on a tangent.
I think before we go, I will say this. If you're building a house, I always feel you should have more bathrooms than bedrooms. This is my opinion. If you have a 4-bedroom house, you need 5 bathrooms. Just my opinion. They don't have to be big bathrooms. You should at least have 5 toilets and sinks in the house.
Well, you could have a Jack and Jill bathroom between 2 bedrooms.
No.
Damn.
Well, yeah, between the bedrooms, yeah, but you should have other like standalone bathrooms because no. People run around here with 3 bedrooms and 1 bath. Excuse you? Where they build that at? That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Oh, and I'm a firm believer in a half bath, a guest bathroom.
Yes.
So that can be for your guests.
Exactly.
So they don't have to go through your space.
Exactly.
That was confirmed with me with Real Housewives of Johannesburg and Crystal going all around Madame's house looking for a toilet. And in truth and fact, she was dogging out your house and how messy it was. Wow. Okay. God, we just went all over the place in this show, didn't we?
We tend to do that. That happens when there's so many topics can go different ways, but we're good.
Okay, so any final words from you, Jamal?
No, we are good for the day.
Yay! So we'll see you guys tomorrow. We've got a brand new show. Jamal, stay on afterwards. I've got to show you something. But we're going back to TLC Tuesdays tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be talking about 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Extreme Sisters, and Seeking Sister Wife. We'll do it all together in a mashup. Hope you'll join us at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific for our TLC Tuesday. Until next time, Jamal.
Yep.
Bye.